We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 28-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check 52. Hey, check 24. What's 24? Jim. Tighten up.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Brissett to throw on first. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And the Colts first down.
Check, ready. Hey, come on. Check. Watch 54. Under 10.
A first down throw for Brissett. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Ready.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a run with Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
30 base. Watch 54. Watch 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 15-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Reset. They'll run the screen with Mack. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Bissett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Six guys. Check six guys. Check.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Check 13. Check 13.
Right there. 54. Right. 22. Check. Bomber. 22. Check. Bomber. Check 13.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Let's go now. 10-2 saw. 54 Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. Get it.
On second down, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
60 outlaw. 54. Right. 54. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Lead river. Lead river.
Now Tannehill. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Brissett on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Alpha.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Room past the... And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Colts pick it up. And he's got room. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
First down and goal.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, one set. Check.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jordan. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw, Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Got some room at the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Tannehill. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Brissett now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Brissett. This one into the hands of Burton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. Game. What? Set it in. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check three.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And Pascal's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Ready?
Now it's Hines. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Colts.
Let's put him on the bus. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
36, 36. Deuce, 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 deuce. Sharp, sharp. Go. Play. 22, check. Oh.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Space to maneuver at the 40. This will be caught by Brown. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Perkins. Safarian Jenkins has it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards. And the pressure gets to him again. Jayon Brown in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's get off the field. Kill. Rush in.
Here's Hines. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. 3rd down here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch the pass.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Tannehill throwing again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mike spot 4. Mike grab. Mike spot 4. Hey, me and you all game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And fights him off. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check.
Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. With it is Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come.